Hello, my name is Judy Auberginel, and today I will be sharing with you some great biographical resources that will make your job as a teacher easier when explaining to your students alternatives to the internet when researching people of interest. Often, children and teens want to head directly to Google for their biographical summaries, and I'm sure it can be challenging for you as teachers to discourage that. But as you're about to see, there are many useful print and credible online resources that are reliable, easy to use, and provide a wealth of information. When evaluating biographical resources, one of the most important factors to consider is ease of use. As with any resource, if information is poorly organized or if the indexes are not constructed with adequate cross-references, then the information your student is looking for might never be located. This can cause frustration at print resources, which risks students losing patience with book searches altogether. It is with this in mind that the biographical resources I will present to you today are not only accurate, comprehensive, and current, but they're also user-friendly. I will begin discussing relevant biographies available in print format and then move to those resources that are available online. These resources are especially appropriate for middle school students and their teachers. The first basic biographical resource I'd like to show you is Webster's New Biographical Dictionary. It's a standard in the field. This book provides short, one-paragraph descriptions of the contributions of over 30,000 deceased men and women from all parts of the world and from all eras. The names appear in alphabetical order with the pronunciation and birth and death dates listed as well. It's an excellent go-to reference for quick answers to general biographical information. The next valuable print resource for biographies is Biography Today. This large multi-volume set is an annual accumulation of notable personalities. There is a cumulative index in the back of each for the complete set of volumes, as well as places of birth index and a birthday index. As you can see, the book is very approachable with fairly large fonts and great pictures, and there's actually quite a bit of information on each individual within the book. Another multi-volume set worth noting is the Profiles in World History series. This is an 8-volume set of significant events in world history and the people who shaped them. From the beginnings of civilization to today, there's so much information covered here in an unintimidating layout with an easy-to-use, again, cumulative index. And as you can see, it's also a nice big font, big pictures, lots of information on each individual. It's very approachable. The North American Biographies collection from Grolier is another comprehensive set, which presents the lives of hundreds of our continent's most enterprising and talented people. Each entry describes how the individual came to be a person of historical significance, how they grew up, important childhood events, important people in their lives, their values, their beliefs, as well as their discovery or their achievement. There are activists, athletes, inventors, explorers, leaders, scientists, and more. Each volume covers athletes, another volume covers explorers, so it's very comprehensive and a really great resource for your students. There are so many print resources in the library's biographical reference section that can enhance your curriculum units. There are books on world explorers and discoverers. There are volumes of books on scientists, notable African Americans, Native Americans, and so many, many more. I encourage you to take a look at how they might enhance your lesson plans. Now I'd like to turn your attention to the online resources available. The obvious benefits to searching an electronic format is the ability to search through thousands of entries in seconds, and it can also be more thorough than searching a print resource. Electronic sources may also contain extras such as video clips and links to other relevant websites. Another nice feature is the ability to search for people sharing common characteristics such as birth dates, occupation, or geographic location. A very valuable online biographical resource is Biography.com. This site has over 20,000 biographies on a variety of people, and it's accessible by the simple search box at the top, which is helpful because it finds relevant matches despite misspellings. Let's see, I'll type in here Benazir Bhutto, and I'll misspell it, and we'll see what we get. And did you mean Benazir Bhutto? Yes. Let's click on that. Let's see what we get. She's the first hit. It gives you a simple sentence describing who she is with her birth date and death date. And as you can see, there's a picture and 2 pages of information. Another nice part of this site is there's over 2,500 videos to search through. And also especially nice, this feature is for teachers. It's the Bio Classroom, and that's accessible by, go to Bio is Best, Bio Classroom, and then to, it leads to a variety of study guides. If you go to Bio Classroom, click that. Computer's a little slow. And you'll see under Bio Classroom there's study guides. There's a variety of things worth taking a look at, but I'm going to show you the study guides today. There's some suggestions for Black History Month, Native Americans, famous American women, and many, many more. It's an attractive site, and it's filled with information for children and teens, and as well as adults. There is also a bio just for kids, and which is much simpler and more oriented, obviously, towards children. The last site I'd like to bring to your attention is the biography database called Biography Reference Center, and I accessed this through my library. It is supported by EBSCOhost, and it's a subscribed website. So you can see that there's not as much advertising crowding it as with biography.com, and it is bright and colorful. One can search within the text box up here by name, occupation, country, nationality, and again, it also prompts you if you've misspelled something. Let's try Pocahontas. Pocahontas, misspell it, and see what we get. Did you mean Pocahontas? Yes. Let's click on her. Again, it gives you her lifespan, 1595 to 1617, and a little picture of her. And as you can see, there are multiple entries for her from a variety of journals with access to full-text articles. Now, going back to the main page, another nice feature of this site is the sidebar, and that offers suggestions for biographies by genre. And it's another helpful site for teachers looking for personalities to study under a specific unit. For example, you'll find listed the Civil War, Native Americans, World War I and II, inventors, explorers, many, many more. Activists, reformers, musicians. So depending on what your unit is, you'll probably find something, some notable figures within that context. So it's a very valuable site to take a look at. And again, there's lots of pictures, and it's also just a nice browsing site, just to read up on different people. So it's also a nice one to have on your computer in your classroom.
So, as you can see, there are a number of great resources available for your students to use to do their research effectively and efficiently. I also hope that you might be inspired to seek out some of these resources to aid in your lesson plans. And in doing so, you might be able to transfer your enthusiasm for them to your students. Thank you for watching my presentation. Goodbye.